Revelation 4042. From the 17th of May 1947. A loving person will never be lost. People who make love the guiding principle of their daily life will never get lost even if they are mentally still on the wrong track and reject the pure truth. They are influenced by forces which fight especially hard for such souls, and since their will has not yet made a clear decision, because the person does not fully consciously aspire towards God, these forces try to influence him mentally. And they succeed to the extent that the person's intellectual activity is now less active in regards to discovering the truth, that the person has little will to come closer to the truth. Nevertheless, love protects him from being led astray. Due to his actions of unselfish neighborly love, he has already given himself to God, who will never let him fall again. Love is the greatest power and is fought in vain by all lesser forces. If, therefore, a person lives in love, the struggle for the soul by those forces is in vain because God keeps hold of the soul due to his large claim to it. He is certain to recognize the truth as soon as he accepts the advice to form a mental opinion about the spiritual information offered to him. When a loving person thinks about it, he will also come to the right conclusion, and he will be able to separate error from truth and consciously strive towards the latter. Therefore, a loving person can never go astray because he is protected by love, because he is united with God through love and will not deny him. And thus God also manifests himself to him by making himself perceptible in a way which stimulates the person's thoughts, and he awakens from spiritual lethargy. A loving person's spirit wants to be active, it awakened to life through love, but is not yet allowed to work as long as the human being's will is still undecided, as long as the person resists contemplating questions concerning the spiritual domain. But with the slightest change of will, a person's spirit starts to function and puts the human being's thinking into order. It gives him explanations from within, it gives him power of perception, and thus first draws the soul and then the body to itself, and its influence will truly not be negligible. A loving person is never lost because God holds on to him and does not leave him to his adversary. However, the human being must have the will to take the path to God. And this path will be shown to him. God truly guides the fate of every individual person so that he will always have the opportunity to enter the right path. He will meet him so obviously, because due to his life of love God is very close to the person, that he can always be recognized, and anyone who genuinely seeks him will find him. He will recognize truth as such and earnestly desire it, and his soul will be saved for eternity. Amen.